So good evening, everybody. I would like to call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Dangler,
Here.
Mr. Vieira,
Here.
Mrs. Wittes,
Here.
Dr. Selly,
Here.
Dr. Vogt.
Here.
I hereby certify that this meeting has been published in the newspaper and adequate and electronic notice has been provided in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act and the New Jersey Administrative Code, Title V, Chapter 39, Section 1.5, Notice of Remote Public Meetings as required by law.
Thank you, Heather. So we have three things on our agenda, on our workshop agenda, and the first being the review of the regular meeting agenda. So let me open that up for any comments from people.
I had a question. Resolution 186, rejecting the bids for Lower Broadway. Is there a reason why we rejected or we changed up on that?
Yeah, what happened, Mario, is the low bidder on there couldn't get started until the end of July, and that was even not a guarantee. So to get started after the fact with them didn't make any sense. We are still trying to get somebody lined up on a smaller scale, but at the time when we decided to pull it, like I said, it was because the start date was not going to be until the end of July, and that wasn't even guaranteed.
I had a feel, I just wasn't sure. Okay, thank you. That was my only question.
Good. Any other comments? Rose, Billy, Mary Jane?
No, I'm fine.
We're good.
I just had a question, Dr. Vogt. The one ordinance about West End and the eye line thing, sight sign, can somebody just explain like where that is and what that was about? Because I just didn't get
We
it.
were just chatting about it, Mayor. I'm going to turn it over to Lou.
It's on Brighton Avenue, Mayor, and it is 4 lot and blocks, and I believe that it is, I don't know how many, but it's a small townhouse approval. There is, I guess, because of the way that it is being, it's being laid out, that at one corner of the property, they are going to give us a sight triangle so that they continue the sight lines remain unimpeded. I don't, the lots are 26, 27, 28, and I guess it goes, right, it goes up Brighton Avenue that way. I just called Nick Bayer to find out what it was. I know George asked me to put it on the agenda, so I'm not quite sure how many units it was that they got approved.
So is that the place next to across the street from the park?
I
Might
don't,
be that one. Yeah,
No.
it might be that one.
it's on Brighton Avenue, and it is where on Brighton Avenue is it?
That where the fire was?
I think so, Mary Jane. That's the only one that I know that's got approval for townhouses.
That might be where it is. That might be exactly correct. It's between, it's off Hoey. It's that way. So it's like between Hoey and where John McGuire Drive intersects Brighton. It's in there.
Oh, no.
Oh, I
and
know where it's at.
Yeah.
Mario, that's the lot next to, there's an open lot there that's zoned, I think, for townhouses there, just beyond. I think it's between where the Monmouth cardiologist used to be and John Guire.
Okay.
You're absolutely right. I know exactly what it is.
Exactly. And I apologize that I don't have the number of lots that the number of townhouses that there are. Hopefully I'll get a call back from Nick. I thought he was going to be on the call, but I see that he's not.
Okay. Anything else? All right, so next on the agenda, this is actually something that we talked about a while ago, and I had spoken with Lou and with George as far as, making these standing agenda items for us. So we have an opportunity for two things, the first being old business and the second one being new business. So these are, open for things that are on your mind and things that we want an update on. Or so again, just an open conversation. Anybody have any old business that you think we need to revisit?
No, I'm good.
Okay, Rose?
I'm good right now, thank you.
Okay, Mary Jane?
I'm okay.
Okay, you know what? I just want to put something out for consideration and tell me what you think. At one point, we had talked about the idea of, we have all of our boards, we have all of our commissions, and we have a whole lot of really good people who are doing some really good work. And the idea, at one point, we tried to do updates from those of us that are liaisons to those boards. What do you think about the idea of, on a rotating basis, maybe, once a month, one of our meetings, we ask one board at a time to come in and talk with us about what they're working on. We can talk with them about different things that we see in their area. We can review the membership, see, what's the terms that are expiring, get a sense of what's going on there. But I think more importantly, just build that connection with, these very well-intentioned people who are working for our city and kind of, bring them onto the team. Not in an onerous way, no more than, 10 minutes. We can look at the times that we don't have a big agenda and, build a relationship there.
I think it's a good idea.
Okay,
I'm okay with it, Anita.
all right.
We just have to find out what person, whether we're gonna be the chair or whoever is coming to speak to us.
Mhm.
Who will be, or will the chair find somebody for us, who will be, that's all.
Okay. Mary
That's
Jane,
fine
Billy,
with me.
yeah, and any thoughts about, how the best way to do it, or some thoughts about how it should run?
Well, I think we should get in contact with all the chairs for all the boards and discuss what you're discussing with us and see what they think first before we commit ourselves to anything. Because I'm in one of those boards, and they might not agree with it, But I
Yeah.
think they will. I got total confidence they will. And they probably think it's a great idea, but we should check with them first.
Okay, good thought.
Which boards are you talking about?
Pardon me,
What boards specifically are you talking about?
what you like, the cable commission, the green team,
Not the zoning or planning board, because that would.
you know what? Yeah, I don't think it's really appropriate for the zoning and planning board. Yeah, that was my sense also.
Yeah, that's why I asked you to check with the chair first, because I don't think,
No, I don't think it's appropriate to have
I
that.
think it's appropriate, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Mayor, any thoughts?
Sounds good.
Okay,
I'm okay with it. I would like for us to just keep in mind that if it's going to be 10 minutes, that we try to keep it to that 10 minutes.
Yes.
Because sometimes we run very close to 7:30, what have you. So if we're going to try and keep it to the 10 minutes, then I'm okay with it.
okay, good.
I
So maybe Heather and I will work on it a little bit, and we'll draft something for you all to look at, to send out to the chairs, and Mario, as you're saying, see what they think about the idea, and then we'll start to schedule them. I think I'm looking forward to it from a number of perspectives. First, kind of learning all the things that they're doing, and again, just building the relationship with them. So that was the only thing I wanted to bring up on old business. So anything on new business?
I have nothing on new, Anita.
Nothing on new. All right.
I had mentioned something to the mayor. The some of the towns have those hometown hero banners in their towns. And I'm gonna look into it to see if maybe that's something we might be interested in doing. So I would like to bring it up maybe in 1 month from now, so that I have time to reach out to some of the towns. But the mayor seemed to like the idea, but we want to get more particulars about it. Am I right, John?
Yes.
Great.
So I'd like to do that.
Good. So Rose, what you're saying is in about a month or so to get back on the agenda to do an update?
Yeah, I think in a month will be fine. So
Okay.
I just want, then I'll bring the information to everyone to see if it's something we want to do.
Okay, great, good. And Heather and I actually had a conversation of, how we keep track of all these things for future planning, what that tickler file looks like. So we'll try to keep track of all that stuff for everybody. So wonderful. That's exactly the idea of this whole business, new business. So we'll go with those two things, the bringing in the leads for the boards and commissions. And we'll do an update on that in a little bit. And then Rose, you'll do an update on the hometown heroes. That's nice. Very nice. So I need a motion to close the public portion of the meeting.
So moved.
So, second,
All in favor?
Aye.
I need a motion to adopt a resolution to go into executive session for the following items. The first is contract negotiations. This is with the Police Benevolent Association, the PBA, and Lou Rainone is going to walk us through that. The second one is attorney-client privilege to talk about the Bucky James Community Center. Again, Lou Rainone. Second is the sports event, and council members Dangler and Wittes will walk us through that. And the third item is litigation, and that is about Lower Broadway, and Lou Rainone will walk us through that.
So moved.
second,
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Great. So we'll close this part of the meeting.
All right, just a sec.